Yeah, July 17th, about 2 minutes past noon. Muff and I just finished stretching our legs, going for a quick walk, getting out away from that computer, just to come out in the garden. All we've been having for the past 2.5 weeks are torrential rains. So we're having our monsoon season a little late. What you hear are the kids a couple of door down playing with water, having fun with water sports in the yard with their mom. And Muff is trying to find a cool spot, yarning in the garden. So we're just gonna just look around and see what we've missed in the past couple of weeks because we couldn't do very much out here because of the rains. And God knows we can use the rain. But what I did notice is here on my Nadosa, some action is going on. I just threw it out here. If it does something, it does something right now because we're in the middle of. Let me see if Muffin will let me step around her without. There we go. She trusts me, and didn't move, didn't flinch a bit. Taking a look at this Nadosa here, we got a nice little spike coming there, and where there's one, there's plenty. I hope so. It is in flowering mode. Probably can't see down in there, but there's a tiny spike in there also. So looks like Nadosa's gonna do a little something for us during this rainy season. I'll repot my crown of thorns here. It started to die back because the roots didn't have anywhere to go. Fell in love with that color. Absolutely. Yeah, it looks like my bougainvillea. Let's see if I can show you that. It's putting out a new flush of leaves there. Yeah, all these rains. And I need to definitely repot them. So we have to think about that. So we have two there. And they're both putting out new flush of leaves. And I did see something on this. Yeah, there's a spike coming on this dendrobium. I'm not sure which it is, but I think it's gray sato. And as you can see down in there, there's a little spike forming right on the other side of the cane. And it looks like something's forming there. So got a little flowering season hopefully in the future coming. Yeah, and my echeverias, where's that? It's flowering. They're doing good. I just knew all this rain would kill the cactus, kill the echeverias. It's just so far so good. But I did have a dieback on this lovely guy here. He was gorgeous when I purchased him, and just couldn't take the rain, and I didn't get to it in time. It looks like something was in the garden because knocked over that pot there. The only thing that's big enough to do something like that is a raccoon. So we got to get back there and stand him up. Yeah, that might be a good thing with all the rains. And it did flower. There's a flowering spike there. So, yeah. Yeah, you just can't escape the critters in your garden. If you can, good luck. We got some new root tips forming on some of the vandas, and we have spikes on others. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more good news. Just looking, basically, and making sure things are alive and not destined for the trash can. So it's a good thing to come out here and see that everything is doing okay. Yeah, and look like no spikes on this, whatever this is, but it's still putting out new growths here. That's a new growth. I mean, is that a new growth or is that a keiki? So this is what this particular plant does in my garden, is just kick out new growths. all along the stems and at the bottom. Yeah. So maybe one day when as I'm keeping it happy, because it's definitely happy, kicking out new growth, it must be happy. So it's just potted in some coconut fiber and seashells, and that's it. And I feed it every week with cow mag and a little phosphorus during the blooming season. Looks like my little sweet scent cakeys are coming coming along just fine. So we might have to do a little repot on at least 20 some sweet scent. Let's get the tag out because I don't always get that right. Yeah, it's just a basket full of cakeys here. So we're gonna have to repot them up soon so they can grow on real good. Probably stick them all in another area. Oh, here's something. Stick them right. Fill that up with sphagnum and coconut fiber and put all the new growths in there. Perfect place. Don't even have to move it. But yeah, just taking a look around. Haven't really been out here. Oh, it looks like my red crepe myrtle here is in flower. That is beautiful. Yeah, I have a red and I have a blush. They both have the purple leaves on it, the dark purple leaves. Very beautiful in this corner. Stuck it in there. Look how beautiful. That is so gorgeous. And we're going to harvest the seeds because I have neighbors that desire this crepe myrtle. So we're going to grow some on for them as I have done in the past. And it's not a big deal. I just stick them in some peat and they grow. And there's a blush in there. I don't know if you can see those purple leaves in there on the other side of that pink crepe myrtle. Yeah, that's the one that's called blush. And I do see seeds on it, so, or is that, yeah, there's seeds on it. I see them from here. I don't think you can see those seeds through there. Let's see if we can see those seeds there. That's coming from the blush. Yeah, so hopefully they'll flower also. Absolutely. It'll be the first time. Yeah. And my bleeding hearts are in bud there. Yeah, they're doing really good. All this rain. The only thing that I'm not really happy with the production of is my bird of paradise, and it's because probably it's in a container. I can't afford to take that plant out of a container. So there it is there. It leaves up, puts on new leaves, but it has yet to produce a flower. And right now I'm willing to accept the fact that it won't flower in a container, but just grow and give me the great foliage or foliage, however you want to pronounce it. We all understand that word. So that's fine with me. And I have several tucked away in there, bird of paradise. So, because I buy them when they're small or smaller than that, and grow them on. And 22 gallon, 40 gallon is as big as I'll go. Yeah, with them. Put nice drainage holes in there. And if they don't flower, then they don't flower. There's not much I can do about that because my space is limited out here in the garden. I can't afford to put big producing tropical plants like that in this little tiny garden. What's the matter, Mom? What's the matter? Oh, girl. You want to go inside? Mama, you gotta clean your face. I walked you too hard. Did I? I didn't walk you too hard, did I? No. So, yeah, I repotted my is that called bush key lime, and I think that's Persian lime. Yeah, I purchased those two a while back, maybe a couple of months ago, because the key lime that I had was suffering from some type of Asian bug, right? So I had to cut it all back, and I just knew it was going to die. It was this ugly Japanese or Asian funny looking bug that was just taking over. So we gave it a good spray of neem and 100% neem and everything else I can get it, because it still has issues with this burrowing bug or whatever, moth or whatever that is that burrows through the leaves and just sucks the life out of it. So but it is coming back. This is a new flush of leaves, so I haven't seen any signs of that Japanese beetle again. It's that nasty beetle that's everywhere. It's on citrus, so generally they would have you throw out the plant. But it was during the time of the year that I could cut it back to nothing and hope that it flushed, and the soil was changed, all new soil and everything. So, because that's a great tasting lime, and I just didn't want to give that up, but just in case I had to throw it out, I purchased two others. And it looks like key lime is coming. No, Meyer lemon. Those are Meyer lemons back there, and this is a Meyer lemon. Let's see if we can show that tag if I can get in here. Yeah, so that's Meyer lemon, and the other is Meyer lemon too. I just can't get to that tag in there. But yeah, purchased two of those, and the fruit are coming along just fine. All right, no signs of bug infestation. So it looks like my lavender is taking a beating from all these rains. You know, I was thinking about just cutting it back, but I noticed a new flush of blooms coming out. So I might take it down and store it under the gardening table to protect it from the rains. There should be some room under there that I could store it to keep it from being battered by these torrential rains. And I'm growing crepe myrtles here in this little basket for neighbors. Got several seedlings in that pot. I told them, can't promise you the color, but you'll have a plant. And they say, well, we'll wait till it flowers. Just grow it on when it gives it first flower. If it's a lavender and a fuchsia, one of the neighbors desired, and then another neighbor I think just desired a lavender. So got two of those here in the garden, and that blooms initially white, and then they turn colors. See, we got like a lovely pink there, but then you got a white flush of flowers here. So I like that. That's really cool. They change colors. So we have a neighbor that want the pink and white crepe myrtle. One side is white, and then the other side is pink. It's just one tree. Yeah, just one tree, because I planted it myself, one seedling a couple of years ago, and it is doing fantastic. Yeah, I thought it was going to be white, but it surprised me. I didn't know crepe myrtles can do that. Flush white and then turn pink. Great, I'll take it. But yeah, you can see how much I love being out in this small, quaint space. Just enough for me to deal with and have exactly what I want in it. Yeah, my new Malaysian plant that I ordered off of Etsy, it's not doing that great. Let me see if I can find it for you. I stuck it back in a nice, cool place. And apparently, it's very unhappy. Yeah. It's not the pink, it's the orange. Yeah, it's not doing great at all. So there it goes. A little limb just fell off. So I don't understand what that's all about. Yeah, they're just falling off. Not good at all. So we'll just cross our fingers, and I checked the pot to see if it was pot bound, but it's not that bad. Let me see if I can use one hand and shake it out of its pot. See, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It can stand a repot in couple of months, but it's not pot bound and root bound or nowhere to go. Yeah. And my Way Eddie eye is still in bloom. It's it's kicking out new peduncles. Look at that. This thing has been flowering all year. It's amazing, and it's just constantly putting out it's having its way in this arborvitae. It's all through the tree, and it's just constantly. There's some blooms back there. Let me see if I can get that for you. Right through there. That little pink fuchsia blossom there. That's Way Eddie eye. I just love it. This is a great Hoya. Definitely. Zoom off, Sharon. Don't forget. Ma, looking at me like you want to go inside? Inside? Okay. We'll put you on pause. Okay, Muffet wanted to go inside, and I gave her a nice jerk chicken snack, and she should be doing fine. And let me see where I can pick up where I left off, which is right about here. All the Cattleya plants that are on the sidelines are doing fine, waiting for the decompression area project to be completed. We do have a couple of sheets here, but they haven't been filled yet. I don't know if they're stressed from the move or being thrown out here, but it didn't stop Mabacanda. Nothing stops it. If it wants to flower, it's gonna flower. And it looks like my yellow crown thorn is putting on some new flush of flowers here. Nothing stopping that, and I think it's all due to the rain. Let's see how the Digbianas are doing. Who are you? All right, that's who you are. And so far, the rains haven't affected them. We got some new growths down there. On here, just a couple. One on the back side. And what else? Yeah, they're a little soggy, but hopefully during the day, the sun will dry all that up. Very little dieback. We got a nice mango tree here growing in front to protect that westerly sun that comes over around 3. That's what kills the orchids. Yeah. So yeah, we have Leilani. Is that Emma? Or else see Emma Leilani? Yeah, kicking out some little tiny new growths in there. I guess she's saying the rain is not too much for her. I'll take it and create something new. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just checking and make sure most of the plants are even this succulent cactus bowl here is trying to hang in there from all the rains. But I do know once that rainy season is over, I'm gonna have to clean out everything because some of these plants can't take all that water. But I do appreciate what water I get, and most of these plants can be replaced, so I'm not gonna worry about the minimum plants that succumb to the rain. So it's just the max, like the shrubs and the lemon. Oh, look for some. Oh, he flew away. I had a dragonfly land on my right index finger while I'm holding the camera. Unbelievable. They stay around me because they know my place is full of mosquitoes. So that's dinner. Yeah, so we got a new growth coming along here on Ludiminiana crossed with Civ. Didn't notice that. That new growth there coming along. It looks like I just have one. But I'll take that. And that's a Ludiminiana here. Don't see much going on that plant, or it could be on the other side. And there's another tucked away through there. Yep, I moved the Wrinkle Stylus Giganteas from the WOG. Was it last week? Or maybe 2 weeks ago. Time flies lately. But yeah, here's the largest of my Giganteas. Moved them under the arborvitae, her roots extend to the ground. Yeah. And this plant caught some sun and wasn't very happy with it. And here's another gigantea that was moved. There's a dragonfly. Let's see if we can get it. He's the one that was on my index finger. Yeah. He keeps moving. Yeah. It's nice and cool under here, and they come and wait for the mosquitoes to pass by, and they free me of those very annoying bugs. But yeah, so oh yeah, I was on the wrinkle stylus gigantea orange, and it's growing great. It's putting on nice growth. And here's the largest. This is a very big plant. Okay, very big plant. Huge, very strong. Very strong, and from the looks of it, it's very happy. It's doing okay. Got another Hoya, trailing through the arborvitae, waiting for it to flower, which I hope it does. And we're waiting to complete our decompression area once the rain gives us a break. But every day lately, for 3 weeks, it's been putting on that rain. That's another Hoya. I got trailing through. Where's the plant? Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's Imperialis. Is that who that is? Hoya Imperialis Rashii from Doug Hoyas. That's where I got that from. And it seems to be doing pretty good here in this spot. So we're not going to change it. Yeah, I think there's a curly leaf Hoya here that hasn't done much, but it has grown. And it looks fabulous, so I'm waiting for some peduncles one day. It's doing fine. Those roots is kicking out. So it might surprise me soon. I'm still waiting. Very patient person. I learned one thing. You can't rush it. Let's take a look at my fig tree. Yeah, I had to move this wrinkle stylus because the snails and slugs are killing it. It's just eating and just killing the roots. So I'm constantly moving this guy around. Look at that. It just totally devoured that root tip. So I moved it on the other side of the fig. But yeah, let's take a look at the production on the fig tree. Pretty noisy out here today. People are enjoying life. Can't fault them for that. So precious. Got quite a few figs coming along, and the growth is progressing. We did have some whitefly infestation. That's what these marks are on the tree. That whitefly is a beast. So we gave it a spray with 100% neem, and we're going to continue that treatment until I no longer have these whitefly feedings on my fig leaves. Yeah, there are more. That's a whitefly. But the fruit production is still underway, and it's doing fantastic. I just love my gift from my neighbor. Such a wonderful person. Thank you, Eli, again for my fig tree. Yeah, so if I could get back there to see how those cattleyas are doing, I would. But I would have to go on the other side and stand on a ladder and look down. It's not worth it. As long as they're alive. That's all I'm worried about right now. Nothing's dying. All right, let's go on the inside of the garden patio and take a look at what's going on in here. I'm glad I got this indoor carpet because I wanted to increase the humidity in this area because I wanted to hang orchids in here, and came up with a great idea. Get a nice steel pole a pole instead of putting holes in my walls, which I really don't want to do. We'll hang a pole from that end to that end, and then just put a hook in the middle there to give it support. And then we're gonna put that cage or trellis. It's not chicken wire cage or trellis. It's that looks like a 2x2 squares cage or wire, and just hang it. And then we're gonna move everything from the wog over here and just have it hanging. Right now it's like noon and the sun is not bad in this area. It might overhead, once the sun is directly overhead and it's that atrocious sun, it'll probably give it some light. But other than that, I'm not going to worry about it because I need to fix the wog. Now let me tell you something. Now if I had smell of vision right now, you would be totally shocked and amazed. But let me tell you something about this Vanda here. If anyone knows the name of this Vanda, I'm just guessing it's a Denisoniana cross with Mimi Palmer. This is an awesome Vanda. It's tiny, but it is potent. Her fragrance is a mixture of, of lime, of citrus, and vanilla. OMG. You talking about something. I'm back here. I'm standing 4 feet, 4 feet away from this tiny, potent, powerful Vanda. And it smells awesome. Yeah, get you one. Grab it. As a matter of fact, buy them all if you come across this baby. Yeah, that's the one to get. Yeah, I needed to cough because the wind's blowing and I caught something. But yeah, so I just want to give you a quick look at the monsoon season orchids or orchid and garden. Make sure nothing is dying. Got a nice spike still coming along here. Yeah, it's doing fine. And where's that other spike? We got plenty of new growths happening in this garden. Yeah, always. Josephine Van Brero, still holding on to her blooms. And the Vanda Nick, I just call him Nick because I had him confused with another Vanda that was hanging very close to it, which I moved so I will not make that mistake again. It's not doing much, but it's still alive. And this is its name. Got it confused in my last video. That's how Grockoles Parishii is still hanging on. Yeah, new root tips. That's about all it does every year. And I move it constantly when it stalls. It's just not doing anything. So I move it to a different position. And I make sure it has plenty of humidity and less water. Let me show you humidity right now. Yeah, that is humidity. That's coming from me. That's a drip there. That's a water drip. I'm melting. But that's a good thing. Here's another wonderful Vanda, yellow. Very beautiful. Oh, that's a lot of gold. Everybody know you. It's gotta be. Yeah, that's a lot of gold. She's doing great. Every Vanda so far is holding on to their blooms. I did have another spike in here somewhere. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? But yeah, let's see. I thought I had 2 additional spikes. Yeah, that's one. Maybe it's already in flower. I'm not going to stress it. We'll catch it in the next video. Not going to worry about it. And this guy I bought 4 years ago. did a division on it, and it just totally freaked out, shut down, and I might as well die. But this piece held on. It was stressing a bit, as you can tell from the tiny leaves. Yeah, I noticed behind her she's getting ready to kick out another root, which is a good thing. So we'll leave her alone and be patient and watch her do her thing. Yeah. So yeah, we're just taking a look, and I have some vandas in here that are really surprising me. Vandas and flowers. They're really. It's like all of a sudden they were dormant, and vandas just don't go dormant, or they're just stressed and don't want to do anything, and then all of a sudden they're picking up growth, and I'm very happy about that. So looks like my species is trying to kick out a nubbin here. Yeah, my dendrobium. Let's see who you are. Yeah, spectacularly Papua New Guinea species. Look like it's trying to do something, which I'm shocked because those species, they really take their time. Now those hybrids and those crosses here, they just, yeah, it's actually getting ready to do something, and I'm really happy about that. So it looks like there's going to be a spike here, a spike there, and a spike in there. So I would be very happy about that if my species decide to wake up and get that dance on. We got some new growth coming here on Windward Flare, which is a very wonderful orchid. Look, now we looked at this the other day. It just came off. Yeah, something's eating it. I mean, eating it to the core. So I'm gonna move her. Well, we just lost that flower. So I'm going to move her. I'm going to check this out, make sure it's not living on the inside of the plant, because I was looking forward to that flower, but now it's gone. So we're going to move her to a different position to hide her from the snails. Yeah, they find it regardless. It's hiding somewhere, and eventually I'll get it for sure. For sure. I'll definitely get it. But Windward Flare is a, what's the word I want to use? Is a reliable bloomer. Sometimes I believe it can flower twice a year or more. So I'm not stressing too much about that. But yeah, just want to call your attention again to that fragrance. Is just overwhelming, but it's one you can smell all day and not bother you. Oh my God, that's wonderful. But yeah, so we're gonna come to a close here on this sunny, soggy day in South Florida or in Miami, and enjoy the garden till it's time to go get back on that computer and finish the Friday off. And everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll check in with you when we get a little progress going on the east. Oh, forgot to show you that spike. It's coming along. I think that's what's that orchid called? Tokian. Yeah. She just flowered, and we had some mealybugs caught up in the curly cues. Look at this. Look at the bud. Let me show you the curly cues if I could. See, when you look at it, it's got little curly cues in there, and we had mealybug all nestled in there, killing the flowers. So I did manage to hold on to one. It was spectacular, very nice flower. And then I looked, and it was kicking out another spike for me. So I was very happy about that. So hopefully, and since then I sprayed it with 100% neem oil. So we shouldn't have that problem again. But I'm gonna keep an eye out because I do see a speck. I'm not sure what that is, but we're gonna take a look at it and make sure mealybugs didn't crawl up in there again to attack that spike, because I really want to enjoy it. Yeah, I had to move the Shilarianas out of the garden because the sun was too much. One did pass, right? Too much sun in that area. I had no idea. And I tried to save this Phalaenopsis. I'll give you the name of it. Yeah, beautiful fowl. And with all the rains we're having, they're sideways, so the water doesn't pool in the crown, and the end of that story. So I don't have to go any further with that. And call your attention to Wilbur Chain is doing. Look at these leaves on Wilbur Chain. Wilbur Chain is fabulous. These leaves are the best ever from the new growths. It's not showing any issues or anything. It's showing just plain old happiness. So from happiness comes spikes, I hope. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that this winter we'll get a spike. If not, I'll then just enjoy these leaves. They are gorgeous. Yeah, keep them drinking, and not thirsty. That and they feel great. These leaves are very thick. Oh my God, about 10 to 12 inches long. Yeah, that's pretty big for a bulbophyllum leaves. But we're gonna get off camera and just enjoy the leaves and talk to it a little bit and let them know that I'm here to take care of you and make sure you're very happy. And my pitcher plant seedlings are definitely extending their growth here. Doing great. Look at that. Really good. The pictures were nice and fat pictures, and one had a big bug in it. There it is, down in there. So it's feeding itself. Definitely. But yeah. Whew. So we're going to try to get off again, call it a day. And thank you for coming along. Absolutely. Enjoying my walk through the East Orchid and Garden, aka the OG. Yeah. And I hope that we'll see you again soon. Happy growing. Fat pictures, and one had a big bug in it. There it is, down in there.